Okay, here we go. Okay, teacher, I have one little problem. Because of my cold and the fact that most of my family have autoimmune diseases, which suppresses their immunization or immune system, I can't get anyone but my husband to help me with this. So, according to my mother, I am a petri dish of viral plague, and therefore she's not going to help me by being an audience member. They just don't have any combat pay. So I'm going to show my husband, and then he'll ask me the questions for this interview. Here we go. And there he is, handsome man. Okay. And we are ready. Go ahead, Eddie.
All right. 1. Why do you want to work in the customer service industry?
I have an intuitive ability to know what people want or what their needs are concerning what they're purchasing or products they're interested in. I hear things in their questions. Insurance, for instance, is about safety. So I know to ask questions to find out what their feelings are about safety and the safety of their family, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, these types of things, so that I can help them to resolve their problem.
2. What do you think of your last boss?
My last boss was a real go-getter. He was a real team builder. He would outline goals of achievement for the team and have really creative ways of encouraging us to be somewhat competitive between each other, but always remembering that we're on the same team. So there was a lot of incentive to not just do personally well, but to do well for the team. And he was really good about doing that, about team building and outlining goals.
3. Why are you leaving your current role?
I'm not really leaving my current role. My current role is an Army wife, and since Joseph, my husband, was in the Navy for 8 years, and we had some goals to fulfill his retirement, we took off after 9/11 to join the military to serve. So I took on the role of Army wife, and once an Army wife, always an Army wife, in that capacity.
What salaries are you looking for?
I believe that salary is a total value of work done, and that a laborer is worthy of their hire, that experience should mean something in the bottom line of a person's paycheck. An entry-level position, of course, would be an entry-level wage, but somebody with experience should have a little more because they bring more to the table and they take on more responsibility. Adequate salary can be a team-building tool as well. You don't want to cause competition in the salary area necessarily, which can breed jealousies and things. But I know that I bring a certain skill set to any job, and I believe that, like in a commission-based thing, that my selling and my performance is going to add to the corporation and become an asset, and I believe assets should be valued accordingly.
Why should I hire you?
I have a proven track record of success in customer service. I am efficient and loyal, and I have a heart of service for others. I know intuitively what they want because I'm listening, not just hearing what they're saying, but listening to what their needs are and trying to see kind of in the underlying story that people usually tell, because people like to talk about themselves. And I have an ability to get them to talk about themselves, which helps me to sell them just the right item. You don't want to oversell them or undersell them so that they have this inconsistent feeling of the company. You really want to try and focus and target on their needs, whatever that customer service need might be.
6. How do you explain your gap in employment history?
I have 2 gaps in my employment history. One gap was a transition period between being a managerial floral designer for a company in Bellevue. And the reason that gap was I had developed some problems with my feet. And so I had to get out of the industry and change industries, change jobs, because I could no longer stand on my feet to do the work. So there was a 9-month gap going through surgery and corrective surgery on my feet. And then I went into a more customer service based on the phone job. Excuse me. The other gap was I married my husband, and after 9/11, we decided to go into service and finish his military career. So therefore, I gave up my position and joined him in military service, becoming an Army wife and using my history of customer service and logistics to help navigate the military lifestyle.
7. How would your friends describe you?
I have amazing friends. They are very. I'm very blessed to have them. They're more like sisters than friends. They would basically describe me with one word. I'm loyal. Thick, thin, good, bad, ugly, nice, celebratory systems. I'm there no matter what. I don't shy away from hard questions. I don't shy away from hard situations. We recently went through a funeral with a friend of mine, and sometimes it's just about standing. You may not know the exact right thing to say, but if you're there, then that matters. And loyalty, even between friends and loved ones, is important, but also loyalty to your company. You know, a company is only as successful as the spokes that make up the wheels. And if you have no loyalty, no ability to stick through thick and thin, then it's really hard to continue to team build because people don't know if they can trust you. And one thing my friends would say definitely is that they can trust me. And that wraps up this speech.